right, we'll go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sergeant Kevin Allen. I'm the Public Information Officer for the Portland Police Bureau. This investigation is an officer-involved shooting where the subject is deceased and all officers are okay. So this investigation actually began last Saturday on January 31st. At about 1:04 p.m. when Central Precinct officers responded to a report of a threat with a weapon at the Safeway at the 1400 block of Northwest Lovejoy. When the officers responded and investigated, they found that a suspect had approached the security officers at the Safeway, produced a handgun, and pulled the trigger. The handgun did not fire. A scuffle ensued, and during the scuffle, the security officers pulled a backpack off of the suspect. The suspect ran from the scene. Officers made a very lengthy investigation and a search for that suspect in the neighborhood, and were trying to find him. They were not successful that day at finding him. However, when they searched the backpack, they found that there was a shotgun in the backpack that was loaded, which certainly increased the level of concern about the danger to the community that this suspect posed. So the case was forwarded over to the Enhanced Community Safety Team. ECST is a group of detectives and officers that investigate shootings. And they utilize their investigative techniques over the course of days to determine who the suspect is and where he is at. They were able to obtain an arrest warrant for that suspect who lives in the 1600 block of Northwest 14th Avenue. And because of a very high level of danger to the community that this person posed, they brought in the Special Emergency Reaction Team and the Crisis Negotiation Team. Those are our tactical teams that go out to incidents like this and serve dangerous search warrants on armed individuals. That service of the warrant was taking place this morning, was planned this morning, just after 5 o'clock in the morning. The tactical crews knocked on the door, announced themselves. They used explosive breaching tools to try to breach the door and a wall into the apartment. They attempted communication with the suspect, basically calling him out, saying you need to come outside. This is the Portland Police. During that time, the suspect did not communicate with them, and eventually, there was a need to deploy gas into the apartment in order to prompt him to come out. Because this is an apartment, there's a lot of people that live there. Officers took the time to evacuate the entire 10th floor to make sure that everyone that is in that area was safe from the gas deployment. So after the evacuation, they deployed gas. It was both OC vapor as well as CS gas, which is what we use in situations like this regularly. That was effective, and the suspect came out. There were shots fired, and the suspect is deceased at the scene. There was a handgun that was recovered from the scene, or we know it's at the scene. It hasn't been recovered yet, but it'll be recovered as evidence. So there's a handgun at the scene as well. 2 officers were involved in the shooting. All the officers, both the involved officers, the 2 involved officers, and the witness officers are safe and unhurt. And now we are going forward with our regular officer-involved shooting investigation protocol. So detectives are here. We always bring out our homicide detectives. Obviously, the Multnomah County District Attorney is here. They are overseeing this investigation to determine fully what happened, and then the normal process that we go through to investigate an officer-involved shooting will be happening. So during the investigation, Northwest Savior to Quimby and 13th to 15th are going to close down. We'll be here for several hours as we go through this investigation. We know it's a very populated area. A lot of people live here, and so we're working with the community to try to allow people access to and from their homes as much as we possibly can. But of course, this being a crime scene, we have to make sure that we're preserving that crime scene. So officers will be here for a while during that investigation. Chief Bob Day is here, and I'm going to step aside and allow him for a few comments, and then we'll give you a chance to ask some questions.
Good morning, everyone. Today I shared with Mayor Wilson's team, we're always saddened at the loss of life, and we should never lose sight of the fact that our primary responsibility in public safety is the preservation of life and the sanctity of life. And events like this have a tremendous impact, not only on this individual and his family and his community, but also on the officers involved, the first responders, the medical personnel, the investigators, the broader Portland community, the people in the apartment complex, etc. So we understand in the Portland Police Bureau that these events have a wide-ranging impact on our community, and we're highly sensitive to that. I'm particularly grateful this morning that our officers are safe, their professionalism, their expertise, as Kevin mentioned, our Special Emergency Reaction Team and our Crisis Negotiation Team are always called upon in these highly critical, high-risk situations, and just appreciate their willingness to be available for that. It really highlights the need for continue to have a well-funded, well-resourced, well-equipped Portland Police Department. That the organization is still feeling very fragile. The events of a couple of weeks ago where a couple of our officers were shot. This obviously is a high-intensity situation. As Kevin mentioned, it'll be thoroughly reviewed. I'm committed to a transparent, complete, and independent review of what's going on. We'll have the independent police review. We will partner with our East County Major Crimes Team, the District Attorney's Office, our own Professional Standards Division, and our Training Division will all be engaged in this, and so the community can be assured that there will be many eyes on this. There has been no conclusion reached on the facts or the justification of the officers' actions, as we will continue to let the investigation play out. But this morning, very proud and grateful that our officers are safe. Finally, as I mentioned, it has been a trying couple of weeks. It's really been a trying couple of several months for the Police Bureau, whether it be managing the events, the public order events, or the activities in the South Waterfront.